pace so far, and he's trying to find out where he's got to be to get in to be successful on the plate.
Ball is low. 2-1 the count on Arteaga.
I mentioned Carlos is the OCAA batting champion this year, and a real all-around player, but you can see he's working this pitcher for the team. He is not up there solely to swing. He's trying to advance runners and do what he can to help the team win.
Strike two, 2-2. So 2-2 the count to Arteaga. Runners at first and second. Just nicely underway, and Fanshawe with an early 1-0 here in the top of the first inning. Here's the 2-2. Swung on and popped up. Second baseman calls for it and will grab it. One away here in the first inning. Runners did not advance, and it'll bring up the catcher, Hayden Renier.
Hayden Renier.
He'll be followed by Jeremy Noonan, the DH.
That was almost in no man's land for a infield fly rule call there, but the umpires felt it was deep enough that there wasn't any chance of that being applied.
First pitch to Renier is outside, ball one. A hazy day so far here at the ballpark. Weather is nice, not quite warm yet, but warming up there.
We got Tyler Wood at second. Tyler also is pitching. He's not pitching in this game.
Yeah, he pitched last night.
Was very effective.
Good pitch in for a strike. It's 1-1.
Getting Fanshawe into this bronze medal game. But you can see he's out there moving around on second and really trying to distract Tyler.
Yeah, he's trying to annoy Greenwood.
So
here's the pitch. Curved ball up high. 2-1. 2-1 the count to Renier.
So I guess you say it takes one to know one. So Tyler would know what would bother him, so he's doing, or Tyler would do that, so he's trying to get Mr. Greenwood upset too, I think.
That's probably what it is, something like that, Rob.
Swing and a miss, 2-2. Two and two the count on Renier with runners at first and second and one away. Top half of the first inning. Fanshawe looking to add to their total. Here to strike early. Ball is low, 3-2. 3-2 the count on Renier.
Well, Bill, will be interesting to see if Fanshawe puts the runners in motion here.
With one away, I'm not so sure, Laurie. I know what you mean. I'm not sure they would, but let's see. Here's the pitch. No, they're not. Batted foul. Count still is 3-2. As mentioned, Jeremy Noonan is on deck.
This is an ideal start for Fanshawe to get out to an early lead, that's for sure. It's always best to get to these pitchers, and Mr. Greenwood's a very good pitcher.
Here's the pitch. Foul tip.
Justin Mara just couldn't squeeze that one. Justin's the catcher behind the plate for Humber, OCAA All-Star this year.
And they walked him. The bases are loaded with only just one away. We've got a lot of our technical difficulties have been solved. We've got a monitor back upstairs. That helps too. Give us more of a peek of the ball game.
Designated hitter number 7, Jeremy Noonan.
So Noonan, the left-handed batter, will take a shot against the right-handed pitcher, Greenwood, with the bases jammed and one away, and Fanshawe up 1-0 here in the top half of the first inning. Sun has now appeared at the ballpark. Here's the pitch. In for a strike. 0-1 the count to Noonan.
Well, Fanshawe's in this position all without the benefit of a hit, so it's a great opportunity for them if they can plate another run.
There's the 0-1. Up high, 1-1. In tight. 1-1 count to Noonan with Alec Mahar on deck. Boy, Fanshawe would like to punch a couple more across here. Pitch is hit into left field. It's twisting and twisting. It's a fair ball. Extra bases, I would think. At least 2 runners will score. That'll be it. It'll go second and third with a double, and it's now 3-0 Fanshawe earlier in this one.
Well, that was going with the pitch. That was a great job of hitting by Jeremy Noonan and put it in an ideal spot.
Look at this on the replay there, Laurie. Good belt down the line like that.
As you can see, the left fielder was spinning away from me. He had absolutely no chance to get to that ball.
Third baseman number 8,
Save further
Alex
damage.
Mahar.
Second and third with 1 out. The batter is Mahar, who is the third baseman. Brian Hames is on deck, and the bullpen up and throwing for Humber already here in the first inning, Laurie.
Yes, and Justin Marr's gone out to try and get Tyler Greenwood settled down. It's tough to get through the
Also
first
buy
inning.
some time, too.
Yeah, we've got Matt Stoddard, it looks like, down in the bullpen getting loose there for the Humber. And so, again, this is a...
Greenwood trying to put out the fire here. This is early in the contest, Laurie.
It's an elimination game again, so the coach won't waste too much time waiting for Tyler to find his rhythm.
And the pitch is in for a strike. It's 1-1. 1-1 to Mahar. Here's the pitch. It's low and away. 2-1. Humber, who finished in second place in this season, and Fanshawe in fourth. Fanshawe up early here, 3-zip. Pitch is low and away. 2-1. 3-1, sorry. 3-1 the count to Mahar.
Outfield shading Mahar to right, and a little bit of a breeze blowing out to left right now. Start the game.
Here's the 3-1, and ball 4, and he walked him, and a runner is going to come in and score, too, on the pass ball. It's 4-0. Goes from bad to worst here in the first inning.
Yes, I think see the coach coming out to the mound. And,
So it's 4-0 with 1 hit so far
that's
by Fanshawe. And we've got a conference at the mound, and that's going to be a pitching change here in this first inning. And Greenwood, unfortunately, just goes 1/3. And the 2 runners on base are responsible for him as well, should anything else occur. And the new pitcher, and he is wearing numbers, is that number 7 there, Laurie? I think it is.
Yes. So it's Matt Stoddard.
You were right the first time, Matt Stoddard.
Matt had a brilliant 3-0 record with a 1.68 ERA during the course of the regular season. So he's more than capable of shutting the Falcons down here if he can get the Hawks into the dugout so they can start to cut in this early lead that Fanshawe's established.
4-0 lead early with only 1 out. That's huge, Laurie.
Well, it's a heck of a start. Humber has a lot of offensive prowess in their team, and again, the daunting part for both of these teams is that they're basically facing a 3-game
possibility. Yeah.
Number Hawks, number 7, Matt Stoddard.
So for either one of these teams to be successful today, totally successful, so they'll have to win 3 games, one today to win this bronze and move on, and then they have to defeat St. Clair twice because
That's the danger because of the double
elimination.
knockout road, exactly. And St. Clair is unbeaten, so.
And St. Clair, I mean, if you could have a perfect scenario so far, they've had the ideal schedule as far as playing 1 game in each of the first 2 days, and now they're at home, maybe just getting up now and
Just resting comfortably.
and
Yes.
getting some home cooking, and they're in an ideal position to know that the team's going to have to play at least 3 games to try and take them. It's a long day, and this wears on your pitching staff, especially when your starter only goes a third of an inning in the first inning of this bronze medal game. But again,
Stoddard doesn't throw hard, so this should be interesting.
it doesn't look that it seems to work in a good number of off-speed pitches, featuring a curveball as he warms up here. So it'll be interesting to see if you can come in and shut the Falcons down here without any further damage.
He'll face Brian Hames, the first baseman,
Number 10,
and then Ferris Adamu, who would be the 9th batter in the inning, is on deck. Runners at first and third. One away, and it's 4-0 Fanshawe here in the top half of the first inning.
I think we have Brian Hames up, the first baseman, number 10.
Runners again, first and third. That's Mahar at first. Here's the pitch. It's low, 1-0. 1-0 to Hames. Here's the 1-0. It's in for a strike, 1-1.
Good take. Let's see if you can get the ball over and
pitch. Chopper hit towards short. Throw to second for one. Back to first. It's not in time. And the run will score on the force out at second. It is now 5-0 with 2 away here in the first.
well, that was a good job of putting the ball in play and getting that run in from third. That was another
Right fielder, number 9, Ferris Adamu.
They'll bring up Ferris Adamu, who is the right fielder. Runner in first, 2 away. Adamu pops it up. Will it stay in play? No, it goes off the screening. 1 strike to Adamu.
might be interesting to see if Coach Harvey for Fanshawe goes for the juggler, so to speak, and puts the runner in motion here with 2 outs.
0-1 count to Adamu, and Fanshawe up 5-0 here in the first. Here's the pitch. It's outside, 1-1. 1-1 to Adamu. 2 away here in the first inning. But it's been a big first inning for Fanshawe. Quick throw to first.
He certainly had Brian Hames moving there, and he was lucky to get back. I don't think he was ready to slide. That's why he went in standing up.
Here's the 1-1 pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. It's strike 2. 1-2 to Adamu.
The wind's starting to pick up, Bill. The flags are pretty straight out to the outfield, so as we say, it's blowing out at Wrigley the same.
Here's the pitch. Got him. Strike 3, and that is the end of the first half of the first inning. But it's a big inning for Fanshawe. 5 runs on 1 hit. 1 error. Score is 5-0 as we go to the bottom of the first. We'll be back with more right after this.
Did you know that the most severe injuries in our region are motor vehicle crashes? 65% of road fatalities last year were directly the result of distracted driving. 90% of injuries arriving in our emergency rooms are preventable. Our message to you this summer is, put down the phone. Just drive. Let's work together to keep our trauma stretchers empty.
The job market has changed, and I have to adapt. I'm not just getting theory, I'm getting skills. A degree isn't necessarily a pathway to their career. Being industry ready is. I choose to take control of my future, and my path is St. Clair College. I choose to be here.
Great, you go through. Just keep doing what you're doing. That's fantastic. Yeah, no.
We are back here at the Lacoste Park in Tecumseh, Ontario. Bill Kelso along with Laurie Cahill. First of all, Laurie, thanks for helping out here.
Oh, my pleasure. Wow, it's great to be involved with the OCAA Baseball Championships. So just a natural baseball fan myself, but for the OCAA, being a part of it for so many years at Mohawk College, it's great to be back and involved in some capacity. So.
Last night, I understand you were at the Hall of Fame dinner here in Windsor. Your thoughts on that?
Yeah, it was special. That was another reason I was in town. A long-time athletic director, coordinator at St. Clair College, the late Bob Weavers, was inducted in the Windsor Hall of Fame, and Bob was a
personal friend, not only of myself, but everybody who worked alongside him in the Ontario College Athletic Association. So Bob was justly awarded the Hall of Fame induction last night, albeit posthumously. So again, it was a great night, and they did a really nice job with Bob's induction.
Stephen Barkley is on the mound for Fanshawe. He'll face Liam Sutherland and then Keegan Murphy and Justin Mara for Humber here in the bottom half of the first inning. Our score is 5-0. Fanshawe with a huge uprising in the first inning.
The Hawks sure got the firepower to come back at a stop. Here we have Liam Sutherland, our OCAA Player of the Year awarded at the banquet on Thursday night.
First pitch to Sutherland is up high. It's 1-0. 1-0 to Sutherland. And the pitch. It's in for a strike. 1-1. 1-1 to Sutherland.
Well, Barkley sure has the opportunity now with that lead to just go and at least start making sure he makes these hitters put the bat on the ball.
Up in tight. It's 2-1. 2-1 to Sutherland. First batter in the bottom half of the first inning for Humber. And the 2-1. And for a strike, it's 2-2. 2-2 to Sutherland. As mentioned, Keegan Murphy, third baseman, is on deck. Humber going to try and peck away at this lead with their first opportunity at bat. And here's a pitch. It's swung on and fouled off. Count remains 2-2.
Yeah, the Hawks ran into a buzzsaw last night in St. Clair College in the first, I call it semifinal game, and
they were mercy.
The Hawks were shut out, so they'll need to get some offensive mojo going here to.
That was right foul down the line. You are correct there, as they were mercy 10-0 through 5.
When you look at their season stats, they again from top to bottom, they have a lot of offensive power. So it wasn't so surprising St. Clair won last night. It's certainly the score was, and the fact that it ended the game early. So again, Humber needs to get some confidence back offensively, starting right in this first inning.
2-2 count to Sutherland. Got him. Up high, strike 2, but he got him swinging one away, and it will bring up Keegan Murphy. That's going to give Barkley a world of confidence in that first batter.
Oh, that's great.
Third baseman number 23, Keegan Murphy.
There's Keegan Murphy, the third baseman for the Hawks, and Keegan had MVP stats this year. He led the league in at-bats, led it in certainly hits, and had a tremendous season, 4.11 average, I believe.
Murphy, the second batter, 1 out. It's up high. It's 1-0 to Murphy. Catcher Justin Mara is on deck for Humber. And the 1-0 pitch, curveball in for a strike, 1-1.
The hard part now for the Humber Hawks is that, and Liam did it, maybe chase that ball a little bit, is you're down 5 runs and you're trying to do a little bit too much, and you really got to stay your game, stay patient at this point offensively.
Chopper hit towards third. Easy pickup, long throw. Was he off the bag? But he got him anyway. Got pulled off the bag, but a good play by the first baseman, Brian Hames. On the throw by Mahar. Look at this on the replay.
Catcher number 25,
See that good
Justin
set by the
Mara.
baseman and made a strong throw across, but pulled him off and just tailed a bit. But what a way Brian did a great job of staying with the play and sweeping the tag on the runner. That was bang bang, and he did a great job with that.
2 up and 2 down so far for Humber in their first inning. And the pitch. Outside Namara, ball 1. Dennis DeBenning is on deck for Humber should Mara get on base. Here's the pitch to Mara. Hit hard past the shortstop. It's going to be a base hit. So Mara, first runner on base for Humber, and it brings up Dennis DeBenning.
Designated hitter number 19, Dennis DeBenning.
DeBenning is the DH here this morning.
That was a solid contact hit by Justin Mara. Get the Hawks started. Still got an out to work with, so they got their number 4 hitter at the plate.
Up high and inside, 1-0 to DeBenning. Andrew Thompson, the shortstop, or I should say left fielder, is waiting on deck. Here's the 1-0. In the dirt, runner is going to advance to second on the pass ball. So Humber is a man on second with 2 away. A 2-0 count to DeBenning. Barkley doesn't throw hard but mixes up his pitches.
He's trying to establish all his pitches in this first inning. Yesterday in the Hawks' first game against Durham, Dave Banning had a bases loaded double down the right field line.
Curve ball is low. 3-0. 3-0 to DeBenning. One would think you'll be taking on this one.
Outfielders are straight away in the outfield.
DeBenning calls time.
Yeah, the last thing you want to do is start putting guys on base without earning it. It'd be good for Barkley to dig in here.
The pitch by Barkley. In for a strike, it's 3-1. 3-1 to DeBenning.
That showed you he's not going to give in. He threw an off-speed pitch there to get the first break in the at-bat, so he's not going to sit solely on that fastball or give the Hawks the impression that they can.
And the pitch is low and away. Ball 4, he walked him. So the Hawks have runners at first and second with 2 away here in the first inning, and Andrew Thompson will step up.
Left fielder number 6, Andrew Thompson.
Pitching coach out for a chat with the pitcher, Barkley. 2 out, 2 on. 5-0 is our score. Fanshawe, the benefactors of just having 1 hit in the first inning, but manufacturing 5 runs, and now we've got runners at first and second. Umpire will want to break up this conference pretty quick.
Yeah, this is an excellent opportunity, albeit with 2 outs for the Hawks, to at least put a dent in that, and that would give them some confidence for sure going forward from this tough start for the top half of the inning.
Bullpen is not stirring yet in Fanshawe's pen, but we'll have to keep an eye on it. 2 on and 2 out here in the bottom half of the first inning. And the first pitch swung on, hit to the second baseman. He's going to make the play to throw the first, and he gets him. So Weisdorf over to first. That's the end of the first inning. No runs and 1 hit. The score at the end of 1, it's 5-0 Fanshawe. We'll be back with more right after these words.
It's new, it's fresh, it's innovative, it's WeTV, Windsor Essex Television, and you can watch it anywhere. www.we-tv.ca is the place to be. If it's sports, entertainment, or community events, WeTV has what you're looking for. The people, places, and faces of our community are front and center on WeTV. Check out www.we-tv.ca for what's being webcast live. WeTV, we got you covered.
I learn by doing. I learn by reacting to a situation. St. Clair puts me directly into my industry. I'm dealing with real patients, real life situations. It's not just theory, it's not book work anymore. I choose to take control of my future, and my path is St. Clair College. I choose to be here.
We are back here at the ballpark. Bill Kelso along with Laurie Cahill as we get set to start the top part of the second inning, and 9 batters went to the plate for Fanshawe in the first inning. So we're going to get the top of the order. Brendan Robertson will lead off against the pitcher Matt Stoddard as we get set to start the second inning. And Stoddard, who finished up nicely, got the last 2 batters out, taking over here in the second inning.
Yeah, that was a bad round for the Falcons and a tremendous start. So we're getting back to the top of the shop.
Just finishing up his warm-up tosses, and we'll get set to start this second inning. That was a long first inning, Laurie.
Getting up the top of the second for the Fanshawe Falcons. The left fielder.
Last night's games, both of them actually, for the most part, rather crisply yesterday. After 4 o'clock, I mean the 4 o'clock counter and then the 7 o'clock game. But this first inning seemed like an eternity, I'm sure, for both teams.
Well, Fanshawe is always in the game so far. Has always been able to create some offense and put people on the base pass. So I don't see them letting off of that, and certainly they didn't in the first inning. So it's going to produce a little longer game, I think.
1-0 to Robertson, make it 2-0. 2-0 to Brendan Robertson with Tyler Wood on deck for Fanshawe. And the pitch to Robertson, in for a strike, 2-1. 2-1 to Robertson. It's a little chilly here at the park still. Good pitch. 2-2. 2-2 to Robertson, who walked his first time up.
Yeah, the wind's definitely picked up. The flags are straight out in center field.
And the 2-2 got him. So Robertson strikes out. It's the third straight out by Stoddard rather, and he'll bring up Tyler Wood, who was safe on an error to the third baseman.
Tyler Wood
On a bunt attempt. And that started all the trouble in the first inning, or most of it anyways.
Great, Bill. It's certainly unnerved the pitcher and started the floodgates, that's for sure.
Nice pitch in for a strike. 1 strike to Wood. Second pitch from Stoddard. Swung on, hit to left field, base hit. Base hit to left field for Wood. Threatens second, but will not go, and he's safe at first, and they'll bring up Zach Weisdorf, the first baseman.
Second baseman number 3.
1 on, 1 out, top of the second inning. And Fanshawe with a 5-0 lead.
Tyler's on base again. Tyler Wood for the second time, and he was a beneficiary of the error by the pitcher in the first inning.
First pitch to Weisdorf is up high, 1-0. 1-0 to Weisdorf.
Tyler Wood is obviously a very versatile player. He's in center field, and he pitched last night, scattered 7 hits in Fanshawe's win over Durham.
There goes the runner. Hit and run, it goes to right field. It's in for a base hit, but he'll stop at second base. They had the hit and run on, so it's first and second with 1 away for Fanshawe, and it'll bring up the dangerous Carlos Arteaga.
That was a really nice piece of hitting by Zev. He went to right field. He was trying to hit the ball.
Shortstop number 1.
Good pitch to
Carlos Arteaga.
Arteaga will be followed by Renier, but Fanshawe threatening again here with first and second and just 1 away. Pitch is up high, 1-0. Fanshawe with a 5-0 lead here in the second inning. Winner of this game will advance to the finals. Later on this afternoon, pitch is swung on and hit into left field pretty deep. It's way back towards the fence. It's off the bottom of the wall. 1 run will score. Runner goes to third. He'll be there. Stand-up double for Arteaga. And it's 6-0 for Fanshawe here in the second inning. And a pretty good belt by Arteaga.
I mean, that just, to me, epitomizes why Carlos is such a really, I'm going to use the word great player at this level. He was up there his first time at
Catcher number
and he was trying to
15,
advance runners for his team,
Renier.
and he had the capacity to hit the ball like that, but he was doing what he needed to do from a team standpoint, and as you could see right there in that at bat, he really, whoops,
I'm going to say that he missed the bag at first base.
and they appealed and they've upheld
And
that
the appeal worked.
Yeah, that's unfortunate for the Falcons.
Mm-hmm. They get the run. And it's still 6-0.
Coach Harvey was just going out to make sure that what the umpire saw. Again, that was a long way away for anybody else to have a dissenting opinion.
Nevertheless, 2 away, but the run counts at 6-0. And the batter is Renier with a runner on third.
It's a huge break for Humber.
Mm-hmm. And the pitch fouled back, and it's going to stay there, right in the screen, right in the backstop. That ball's not moving. We're going to ask one of the fans to take the ball, please. I always like that when that happens. Curve ball is outside, 1-1.
Yeah, that was a bit of a costly error for Fanshawe. Not that they doesn't look like they needed just yet, but that really shut down the inning in a lot of ways.
Up high and inside, 2-1 to Renier with Noonan on deck. 2 out. 1 run across this inning. It's 6-0 Fanshawe. And here's the 2-1. It's low, 3-1.
Good scoop by Justin Mara behind the plate. Possible to save the run there.
Three and 1 pitch, in for a strike, it's 3-2. So full count on Renier. And the pitch. Curveball gets swung on and hit into center field. Going back, it's pretty deep. Runner will, and it's going to be grabbed and an easy play. And so the scores we go to the bottom of the second. Fanshawe increases the lead. It is now 6-0. We'll be back with more right after this. We are back here at the ballpark. Here at Lacoste Park in Tecumseh. Bill Kelso along with Laurie Cahill. We get set to start the bottom half of the second inning. Fanshawe with a 6-run lead. Costa, Olofsson, and Sarawara will be the batters here in the second inning for Humber against the pitcher, Stephen Barkley. Barkley just finishing up his warm-up tosses. The sun has come out a little bit more, a little less hazy. Still a little cool here at the ballpark, but we're still early here in the morning. What a gorgeous Saturday day here.
The last 2 days, the wind's been pretty strong. So it's let up again today. It's actually picked up the time. That last ball, last inning, carried really almost all up to the warning track in center field. So getting the ball up in the jet stream, so to speak, is probably going to be a little help today. At least at this stage.
Leading off the bottom of the second for the Humber Hawks, the right fielder, number 11, Brandon Costa.
Brandon Costa will lead things off for Humber here in the second. Costa, who had a .368 average during the course of the season. Good season for Costa. A real good season.
Yeah, again, these Humber Hawks have lots of offensive potential and prowess, so they can get back in this game. It's not a problem, but they've got to have a couple things start, and stranding those 2 runners in the first didn't help them.
High and wide, ball 1, the count to Costa. Ellefson on deck, the first baseman for Humber, as Barkley sits and deals. Swing and a miss. It's 1-1. Good cut, but he didn't get anything on it. It's 1-1. Again, the count to Costa.
The Hawks seem to like the look of that high fastball from Stephen Barkley.
And the 1-1. Up high, 2-1. 2-1 the count on Costa. And the 2-1. Swing and a miss, 2-2. 2-2 to Costa. And the 2-2 pitch outside, it's 3-2. So, Barkley works the count to 3-2.
Being the leadoff hitter, you wouldn't want to give him a free pass.
No.
To start the inning, so
You're the pitcher, you want this guy out, and if you're the batter, you want to get on to start things off. So let's see what happens in this 3-2 pitch. On its way. It's fouled off. We'll have to do it again. So it's 3-2. On Brandon Costa. And the 3-2 pitch. Just got a piece of it.
it was a nice pitch by Steven. He changed speeds a bit on him, and Brandon stayed back on that and just got a piece of it to stay alive. So it was a good spoil.
And the 3-2. Swung on, hit down the left field line, twisting foul. Foul ball for Costa. Count remains at 3-2. The 3-2 pitch, swung on. It's going to be a base hit to right field. Solid hit for Costa. And Humber has a runner aboard here in the second inning.
That was a great lead off at bat for the Hawks. Brandon Costa hanging in there on falling off.
Bring up another left-handed batter, Max Ellefson, the first baseman. Runner at first. Nobody away here in the bottom half of the second inning.
Max is the OCAA Rookie of the Year this year for 2017. Yesterday made some sparkling plays defensively at first base.
First pitch to Ellefson, a curveball. It's 1-0. 1-0 to Ellefson. Time is called by the batter Ellefson. He'll reset. And the pitch, swing and a miss. It's 1-1. 1-1 to Ellefson with the runner at first. Nobody away here in the bottom half of the second inning. Pitch is outside, 2-1. 2-1 to Ellefson.
Humber's pulled out their international advantage. The next two hitters, we've got Max Ellefson hailing from Minnesota, the United States, and in the on-deck circle is Masuru Ogasawara from Japan.
Pitches off the end of the bat. Tough play for the shortstop. Flip to second for one. Back to first. It's not in time. So the force out at second. Runner remains at first. That's Ellefson, as you mentioned. Ogasawara. Here's a replay on that double play attempt there, Maury. Flip to second. Back to first. Not in time. It's a slow roller, so tough to make two on that one.
Number 3, Masaru Ogasawara.
So Ogasawara steps up to the plate. He's the shortstop here tonight.
Brendan Costa made a nice takeout slide there at second, and
One out, one on. And the pitch is low and outside, 1-0. One and 0 the count. Again, runner at first. Here's the pitch, up high and inside, and that sends the batter sprawling to the ground.
that certainly got away from Barkley.
Time has been called by the catcher. You don't want to have a chat with the pitcher. 2-0 count. On deck is Stephen Andriopoulos. Ogasawara, 2 for 10 on the season in limited playing time.
By virtue of innings pitched, Stephen Barkley was about 4 on the depth chart in the Falcons' rotation this year. So again, they're trying to piece together their staff for this long day at the office, so to speak. So.
Time called again. Not sure the reason on that
I
one.
think they're just going over what the coverage is going to be if the bunt's on. They want to make sure who's covering first.
2-0 count. Runner at first, one away. And the 2-0 pitch. Up high again, it's 3-0. So 3-0 on Ogasawara. And the 3-0 pitch. Signals bunt, but it's a ball 4 anyways. So runners now at first and second. Bit of a rally going, and Andriopoulos, the second baseman, will bat for Humber.
Again, you're putting runners on base at the bottom of the order is the number 9 hitter, Stephen Andropoulos.
Umpire having words with somebody on the bench.
Second baseman number 2,
Humber College.
Stephen Andropoulos.
Certainly was a little bit of extended conversation with the Humber bench about some conversation, so we'll have to keep an eye on that.
So first and second, one out. Andriopoulos is the batter. Barkley looking in. And he sets and deals.
Yes,
Up high, 1-0.
he certainly lost the strike zone now. Stephen does seem to have get the ball down, so he's going to have to really work on maybe just striding a little farther, staying a little bit too upright on his delivery.
Here's the 1-0. Inside and high again, it's 2-0. And the pitching coach is going to have words with Barkley. He was out the first inning, too.
Well, from a standpoint of the strike zone, Barkley was cruising along there from the standpoint that he was in the strike zone more than he wasn't. So
looks like the pen might start to stir for Fanshawe.
And again, it's not so much that the lead is being put into jeopardy by virtue of what Humber's doing, it's what Fanshawe's not doing. So that's what's disconcerting right now for the Falcons is you're inviting Humber to get back in the game by this kind of opportunity.
Well, you're playing with fire.
Yeah, I would say, especially with the top of the lineup and the player of the year, Liam Sullivan.
Coming up in a batter or two, unless something can happen. In terms of a double play or whatever, that's inside, 3-0. So 3 pitches have missed, 3-0 the count. Actually 4-0 or 5 because Escobar also had a couple balls go behind him as well. 3-0 count. In for a strike, it's 3-1. So 3-1 the count on Andriopoulos.
It's the Barkley's advantage to get the ball down from a number standpoint, so the ball stays up. It certainly can be put into play a lot harder and a lot deeper.
Pitch is outside, ball 4, and he walked him. He'll load the bases. 2 walks and a fielder's choice have loaded up the bases with 1 away, and he'll bring up the leadoff hitter, Liam Sutherland. For Sutherland with the bases loaded and 1 out.
Yeah, this is a great opportunity for Humber to get back in this game in this second inning and cut in that big lead because at the top of the shop here and their best players are coming up the bat. So Fanshaw's in a bit of a hole.
Sutherland struck out his first time up. He's going to be looking to redeem himself here in the bottom of the second. Which is in for a strike, 0-1 to Sutherland. Keegan Murphy on deck. Just 1 away here in the bottom of the second inning. And Humber threatening with the bases loaded to get back into this one. And the 0-1 pitch. Curveball is up high, 2-0. 2-0 the count on Sutherland. Pitcher so far having trouble getting batters out in this contest, Laurie.
Yep. Again, it's he's really having to work this inning to try and get the ball down.
Actually, they call that a strike. Thought it was a ball. Now it's 2-1. Good block by the catcher. 2-1 the count.
Well, even with the bases loaded, Stevens was not trying to give up on his other pitches, so he wasn't going to just exclusively use his fastball to try and get out of this.
Here's the 2-1. Belted foul. 2-2. 2-2 to Sutherland. Bases loaded, 1 out. Bottom of the second inning. Humber threatening, trailing 6-0. Fighting to get back into this one. Prime opportunity with Barkley struggling.
Quite a hole between third and short there.
Yes, there is a big gap. And the 2-2 curveball missed. It's 3-2. Three and 2 count.
That was a pretty good looking pitch.
On Sutherland. Bases loaded. Time is called. These first two innings have taken almost 2 games to play.
Well, you know, these teams are giving it all. Right? They're not going to go quietly.
Not that I'm sounding impatient, mind you.
So
Here's the 3-2, swung on and hit into the outfield, but it's shallow. The center fielder has a beat on it. He's going to make the play and make the catch. Throws it into third. Actually went into home. Other runners did not advance, but one run does score. So it's 6-1 here with 2 away here in the second inning. And it'll bring up Keegan Murphy. 2 out, 2 on. 6-1's our score.
Number 23.
And the third baseman Murphy steps up to the plate.
Fanshawe appeals that the runner left third too soon.
Now the umpire having words with Fanshawe. This keeps up, the umpire will be the busiest man in the park.
This umpire seems to be spending a lot of time at the home and visiting dugouts, and I'm not sure what's causing this kind of consternation. But it certainly is interrupting the flow of the game, and it'd be nice if we could just get back to the business at hand, I think. And I'm not sure what he's doing. I think he might have, by the fact he's taking notes, he might have ran somebody, but I'm not sure exactly what his...
Usually that's the case. Well, that's one way of emptying a bench, I suppose.
And that's exactly what he's done. He's tossed Tyler Rimo from the Fanshawe bench. And I'm not, again, the umpire's spending an inordinate amount of time dealing with what he considers this language, I guess, or conversation come from both benches, because he was at Humber earlier. So.
Yeah, so that's the case.
So let's hope we can get to the game in hand here shortly. Humber's finally on the board, and they've
6-1 with 2 out, and we're back to the order of playing here.
Very good stick at the plate for the Hawks, Keegan Murphy. So still an ample opportunity to put some more runs up here for the Hawks in the second inning.
So Keegan Murphy finally will get a chance to bat after a delay. First and second, 2 away, second inning. Humber trailing by 5 as they've into the scoring column. Curveball is up high. It's 1-0.
Interesting. I'm not sure the protocol in the OCAA, but in most sports, if you're tossed out of a game, you have to sit the next game. So Fanshawe advanced Tyler's pitch for the Falcons during the course of the playoffs. So that would be a big loss.
And the pitch swung on, fouled back behind us. It's 1-1. The count on Murphy.
Shaded a bit over to right field on Murphy, so he's got a lot of room out there in left center. Big gap out there. He's able to turn on one of those.
Here's the 1-1. It's low and away, 2-1. Barkley throwing a lot of pitches so far in these first 2 innings.
Yeah, again, the bullpen's working now. We've got
couple up. Won't be long before they're both ready, if not all ready. There's the 2-1. It's swung on and hit into left field. It should be caught, and it is, and that will be the inning as the left fielder puts the ball away. So the score at the end of 2 as Humber gets a run in the inning on a hit. It's 6-1 at the end of 2. We'll be back with more right after this.
Did you know that the most severe injuries in our region are motor vehicle crashes? 65% of road fatalities last year were directly the result of distracted driving. 90% of injuries arriving in our emergency rooms are preventable. Our message to you this summer is put down the phone. Just drive. Let's work together to keep our trauma stretchers empty.
The job market has changed, and I have to adapt. I'm not just getting theory, I'm getting skills. A degree isn't necessarily a pathway to their career. Being industry ready is. I choose to take control of my future, and my path is St. Clair College. I choose to be here.
It's new, it's fresh, it's innovative, it's WeTV, Windsor Essex Television, and you can watch it anywhere. www.we-tv.ca is the place to be. If it's sports, entertainment, or community events, WeTV has what you're looking for. The people, places, and faces of our community are front and center on WeTV. Check out www.we-tv.ca for what's being webcast live. WeTV, we got you covered.
I learn by doing. I learn by reacting to a situation. St. Clair puts me directly into my industry. I'm dealing with real patients, real life situations. It's not just theory, it's not book work anymore. I choose to take control of my future, and my path is St. Clair College. I choose to be here.
Here at Lacoste Park, Indy Country, Ontario. Bill Kelso along with Laurie Cahill. We get set to start the third inning between these two teams. Fanshawe and Humber. The winner of this team will advance to the finals of the OCAA championships. And the leadoff batter will be Jeremy Noonan. Had a double his last time up. So Noonan, Mahar, and Hames, the first three batters scheduled here against Matt Stoddard, who came in the first inning. Pitches in for a strike.
Yeah, Jeremy had not only the key hit, but the only hit in that first run uprising. It's plated 5 runs.
Good point there, Laurie. There's a pitch on the outside corner. It's 0-2. 0-2 the count on Noonan. And the pitch fouled off. Still 0-2. And the 0-2 pitch swung on, hit towards left field, but it's going foul.
Jeremy likes that spot down the line.
Yes, he does.
It is a 2-run double in the first.
Alex Mahar on deck for Fanshawe, looking to add to their total. 6-1's our score as we're here in the top of the third inning. It has been a long first couple innings. And here's the pitch. Swung on, solid hit into center field. Base hit. So a base hit for Noonan. He's 2 for 2 on the morning, and it'll bring up Alex Mahar with a runner on first and nobody away in the Fanshawe Falcons. And here's a nice stroke there by Noonan. Good stroke.
Jeremy,
good stroke, good replay.
Jeremy, yes, excellent. Jeremy obviously likes to stay back on that ball. Both his balls hit the opposite field like that, and that was good, solid contact. Being down 0-2, that was a very good at bat.
Nice bunt by Mahar. Long throw to first, and he gets him. Sacrifice over, but runner goes to second on the sacrifice bunt. So Noonan's at second, and he'll bring up the first baseman, Brian Hames, who was out on a fielder's choice, or safe on a fielder's choice, rather. And the first
number 10, Brian Hames.
Ferris Adamu is on deck. One away here in the third. Fanshawe with a 5-run lead. Fouled right off the screen, right in front of us.
Brian's from Waterdown, just outside of Hamilton, and when you look over most of the lineups that the teams feature, they're mostly local players. They don't go too far from home to play ball.
Curve ball is in the dirt outside, 1-1. And the pitch. Fastball is swung on it, hit into center field. Making he dropped the ball. He had the ball and he dropped it. The runner will now be at second base on the air to the center fielder at second and third with one away, and that's the play the outfielder's got to make. That's Sutherland.
Unfortunately, I think he just at the last minute took a peek at where the runner was, and that probably
It's like throwing it before he had it. They'll bring up Ferris Adamu, who struck out his first time up. Ferris Adamu.
It was a good job by Brian Hames. He didn't stop running and got to second because the ball didn't get it very far away from Liam when he dropped that, unfortunately.
Second and third with one away. Fanshawe threatening again, and he pounds it foul down the line. 0-1 count to Adamu. Leadoff hitter Brendan Robertson's on deck. Just one away here on the top of the third. And the Fanshawe Falcons looking to increase their lead. There's a great play by the second baseman. Excellent stop. Throws out the runner at first.
Outstanding play.
That saved the run, maybe two. And Riopoulos, look at this. Great stop.
Left fielder, number 7, Brendan Robertson.
So it's still second and third with two away, and it'll bring up Robertson. So Brendan Robertson with runners at second and third and two away. Stoddard looking in. Here's the pitch. Swung on and hit into right center field, but the center fielder's going to have it. This time he pulls it in. That's Sullivan, and that retires the inning. No runs, a couple hits. One hit, actually. The score as we go into the bottom of the third. Fanshawe leads at 6-1. We'll be back with more right after this.
Did you know that the most severe injuries in our region are motor vehicle crashes? 65% of road fatalities last year were directly the result of distracted driving. 90% of injuries arriving in our emergency rooms are preventable. Our message to you this summer is, put down the phone. Just drive. Let's work together to keep our trauma stretchers empty.
The job market has changed, and I have to adapt. I'm not just getting theory, I'm getting skills. A degree isn't necessarily a pathway to their career. Being industry ready is. I choose to take control of my future, and my path is St. Clair College. I choose to be here.
We are back here at Lacoste Park in Tecumseh, Ontario. Bill Kelso along with Laurie Cahill. Fanshawe up 6-1 here. The bottom of three. Humber with Mara at the plate. Singled his first time up. Mara, the catcher. 0-1 count. Stephen Barclay. In the dirt, 1-1. 1-1 the count to Mara. Benning and Thompson on deck.
Boy, the Hawks defense, in particular, Stefan Andropoulos, sure bailed out the Hawks in that last inning.
Oh yeah, saved 2 runs, I think. Pitch is up high. It's 2-1.
Because the Falcons had scored in each of the first 2 innings, and if they would have tacked some more on, that's pretty tough to come back on when you know the teams just keep tacking on runs all the time.
Here's the 2-1 pitch. It's inside and low. 3-1. 3-1 the count to Mara.
Justin had a nice solid single to left field last time, but you wouldn't know it by the position of the infielders. They're all pulled around to the right side of the diamond, playing him certainly as a pull hitter.
Here's the 3-1. Ball 4, and he walked him. So Mara gets a walk. That is the 4th walk given up by Barkley here this morning, and I'll bring up DeBenning. Dennis
Designated number 19, Dennis DeBenning.
Second consecutive inning now that the Hawks have managed to get the first guy on base to start the inning, so we'll see if they can make this pay off.
First pitch to DeBenning, swing and a miss. It's 0-1. Left fielder Andrew Thompson's on deck. And the pitch up high. 1-1. One the count. Just got a piece of it. 1-2. 1-2 to DeBenning.
The activity is quieted in the Fanshawe bullpen there. Just a little bit of soft toss going on, but getting ready to ramp up if needed. Stefan's certainly thrown quite a few pitches here in this first 2+ innings so far.
Here's the pitch. Base hit into center field. A sole hit by DeBenning. First and second with nobody away. They'll bring up Andrew Thompson and look out! Ball gets away and the runners are going to go to second and third. Not really sure what happened there. Geez, Lori, I put my head down for a second and look what happened.
That was a costly mistake.
Let's look at this on the replay.
I think he tried to throw behind the runner at first base, and it was ill-advised.
Not sure why he did that.
But that was a
now it's second and third with nobody away. I was just going to say that Humber threatening here in the inning again, and they are now, or even more so with second and third with nobody out, and Andrew Thompson, the batter. Brandon Costa is on deck, but
Andrew
Humber looking to punch a couple of runs here to get right back into this one.
You know, he got a perfect guy at the plate. He had a gaudy 486 average over the course of the season.
And the pitch. Outside, 1-0. 1-0 to Thompson.
Stefan started out the inning and he looked like he was getting better command, and now he's up in the zone again. And not only, like I say, when you're up in the zone, you're going to run the risk of walking.
Well, that's asking for trouble. You're either going to walk or something else even worse.
The ball gets hit hard, as it did by Dennis the last time at bat.
Good pitch, 1-1. 1-1 the count on Thompson.
And they're ramping up the activity in the Fanshawe bullpen again, so you can tell you've got the attention of the coaches from Fanshawe.
Here's the 1-1. Fouled off, 1-2. 1-2 the count on Thompson. Second and third, nobody out. We are in the bottom of the third. Humber trails by 5, but they got runners on base with nobody away.
Falcons have the infield in on the right side.
And the pitch curveball is up high, 2-2. 2-2 count to Thompson.
He likes to change speeds and throw that breaking ball or off-speed pitch on 2 strike counts. Showed that a couple times.
And the 2-2 pitch is hit down the left side. Third baseman drifting over, but he's not going to get to it. Didn't get a good beat on it really early, and then it ball stayed in the park, but nevertheless, it's just a foul ball. It's 2-2. 2-2.
The wind
Thompson.
Wind just kept pushing that one away.
And the 2-2 is up high, 3-2. So the count is full. Second and third, nobody away. There is an open base. With Costa waiting on deck. And the 3-2 pitch, curveball, a base hit to right field. It's going to get 1 run in, make it 2. And both runs will score on the single. Runner doesn't advance to second, however, on the single, but the right fielder Adamu had trouble controlling it, and it's now 6-3, and the lead has been cut in half. With Costa up to bat. 6-3, nobody away, runner at first.
Well, I think Andrew was paying attention on that one because you might have seen that Stefan liked to go to that little bit of change and breaking pitch on 2 strike counts, and he's just sat back and waited on that one. That was room service on that one.
Costa had a single his first time up. He has a runner at first to work with. First pitch to Costa, up high, 1-0.
Well, his coach is now coming out to the mound to talk to Stefan, and I would think that this is going to be, with the score being cut in half now, a pretty short leash for Stefan from this point forward. Once again, this is going to be a long day for the successful team in this game because if they are going to go through and win the championship, they'll have to play 3 times. And when you think that they were probably at the park here just after 8, they probably were up around 6 a.m. So the capacity that it could be more than a 12-hour day of continuous baseball, that's a lot to ask of even younger people than us, Bill, I would think at this stage. Yeah.
Conference is over at the mound. Costa. Gold medal game, 1 o'clock is the scheduled start. Will either be Fanshawe or Humber against the St. Clair College Saints.
Brandon had a solid single last time
I'm not
up.
so sure. Is that 1 p.m. or a.m. the way this game is going? Just thought I'd ask. And here's the pitch. It's up high. I don't know they call it a strike. Thought it was a little high, but 1-1 the count on Costa.
Well, this is certainly a big batter for Stefan.
Yeah. 1-1 count and the pitch. Inside, ball 2. 2-1.
That was a good pitch, though. He got the ball down, and it was just off the corner. So if he can keep the ball in that horizontal location, he's going to have a better chance for success, I think.
And the pitch, runner going, strike. The throw to second, and he is safe. So a stolen base, swing and a miss at 2-2, and the runner now on second. That's Thompson. Look at this on the replay.
That was
Good
very close.
throw, is close.
Yeah, the umpire was in a very good position to make that call. That certainly was a strong throw by Hayden.
So the count's 2-2 on Costa. Runner at second, nobody away. In scoring position. 6-3 is our score here in the third. Just fouled off the screen. Still 2-2.
Well, that just showed you there that the head coach, Denny Burney, the OCAA Coach of the Year this year in the OCAA Baseball League, isn't going to sit back and wait. He's going to create things to happen, and sending that runner sends a message now that they're going to be aggressive even though they're down 3 runs.
Here's the 2-2 curveball, and did he get a piece? He did.
This is similar to Brandon's first at bat, where he got 2-strike count and he spoiled some really good pitches, like one similar to that on a similar 2-strike count, and stayed in there and had made a solid single. So he's got a feel for Stefan. And
Thompson waiting on second. Actually, he's got a bit of a lead. Here's Costa at the plate, and the pitch fouls it off again on a curveball. Count remains 2-2. Nobody away here in the bottom half of the third. Here's the 2-2. Swung on and hit into the outfield. Fairly deep. Center fielder makes the play. Runner will tag. He's going to third. That's Thompson. He'll go to third easily. Sacrifice fly ball to center field. It was Wood making the catch. Runner on third. Look at this on the replay.
Yep.
Easy advancement. Ball was pretty deep.
Yeah, again, the wind is blowing almost straight out to center field as we speak, and that ball keeps carrying. So the outfielder did a really nice job of tracking that down.
And we're going to get a pitching change right here. So Barkley is going to come out with 2 outs here in the bottom of the third inning. We're going to bring in the left-hander. There is a runner on third. He'll be responsible for that base runner. Six-3 is our score.
Looks like it's going to be the right-hander.
Is it a right-hander? Okay, he brought the glove in. I thought it was left.
Cale Bilger.
Okay.
In the season.
Cale Bilger is the pitcher, the right-hander.
During the regular season, Cale had a 3-1 record with a 4.32 ERA and 20 strikeouts. Pitched in.
Pitching for the Fanshawe
Barkley.
Number 6, Cale Bilger.
So Bilger's the pitcher coming in. Barkley, the pitcher on record for the runner on third. 6-3 is our score.
Cale came in relief yesterday against St. Clair in Fanshawe's first game and did a nice job of keeping the game in check and getting the Falcons a chance to come back in the last inning, which they almost did.
Well, Rory, this game keeps going the way it's going. We'll have you at home tomorrow for breakfast.
You know what? This is you can't. This stage is they're playing for their lives, so to speak, in baseball sense right now. So you can't really blame them. They're being very, very deliberate, not only in their bats but in their pitches, and
It is what it is, as they say.
yeah, they're trying not to rush in and make any mistakes. That's for sure. But
here's Max Olofsson. He was safe on a fielder's choices last time up. Runner at third, 1 away. And the first pitch. Good pitch, too. Low strike. 0-1, the count on Olofsson.
Cale's primarily a fastball pitcher, so he's going to come at him.
Good pitch again. 0-2, the count on Olofsson. First 2 pitches, pretty good pitches. The offerings of Cale Bilger, who's come on now in relief of Stephen Barkley. Here's the 0-2. Just low. 1-2. 1-2 the count. And the pitch. 2-2. So the count's been worked to 2-2 on Ellefson.
Well, you can see that Kale's changing the eye level of these hitters because Stefan was up most of the time he was out there, and now Kale's certainly keeping the ball much lower down around the knees
time.
so far in this at bat.
And the 2-2 pitch. Curveball is outside, 3-2. 3-2 the count. Runner on third with one away here in the bottom of the third. Ellefson waiting on the 3-2, and he got him. A strike-free swing. 2 away here, a big strikeout done by Bilger.
And that was huge, Max.
Shortstop number 3, Masaru Ogasawara.
Ogasawara will be the batter. He's the shortstop. He walked his first time up. And the pitch. In for a strike. Good fastball. It's 0-1.
Fanshawe had the infield in on that last play with trying to make sure if they could possibly cut the run down at third, and now they're back at normal depth in the infield.
And the pitch. Right 2. 0-2. To Oscar. Say that for me again.
Ogasawara.
Ogasawara. Very good. Thank you. Here's the 0-2. Got him. And that is the end of the third inning. 2 strikeouts in the score as we go to the top of the fourth at 6-3. 2 runs and 2 hits and no errors, and it's 6-3. We'll be back with more right after this.
It's new, it's fresh, it's innovative, it's WeTV, Windsor Essex Television, and you can watch it anywhere. www.we-tv.ca is the place to be. If it's sports, entertainment, or community events, WeTV has what you're looking for. The people, places, and faces of our community are front and center on WeTV. Check out www.we-tv.ca for what's being webcast live. WeTV, we got you covered.
I learn by doing. I learn by reacting to a situation. St. Clair puts me directly into my industry. I'm dealing with real patients, real life situations. It's not just theory, it's not book work anymore. I choose to take control of my future and my path to St. Clair College. I choose to be here.
At Lacoste Park here in Tecumseh. Bill Kelso with Laurie Cahill, and it's a 6-3 ball game.
Leading off the top of the fourth for the Fanshawe Falcons, the center fielder, number 2, Tyler Wood.
So Tyler Wood will lead things off here.
This is really an important inning for both teams. Humber's now cut in that lead. They're making some inroad, and he needs a shutdown inning to get him back into the dugout, go get him again. For the Falcons, again, they've sort of plateaued out. They had a chance last inning to get something and ran themselves out of the inning a bit, but certainly Tyler's been a catalyst. He's scored twice in his 2 plate appearances so far.
1 for 2 officially. It's 1-1 now, the count on Wood. Weisdorf and Artiega. Softly foul down the left side. 1-2. One and two the count on Wood. 6-3 is our score. We're in the top of the fourth. Here's the 1-2. Just got a piece of it. Count remains 1-2.
That was a good spoil. It was a late decision, and he managed to get a piece of that. Outfield shaded around to right on Tyler.
1-2 again. Chopper hit towards short. Long throw to first. He's not going to get him. Too high, so that's an early error to the shortstop. Safe on the error is Wood.
Second baseman number 3.
The error is short.
Yellowstone.
It's going to bring up Zev Weisdorf, who is 1 for 1 officially, with a runner at first and nobody away here in the 4th inning.
Well, that's
Got to make the outs.
yeah, that opens the door again. The Falcons got the heart of the order coming up, 3-4-5 now with a runner on base to start it.
Swung it on, hit to right field, base hit. Wood will stay at second. First and second with nobody away, and
That's a
nice
second.
stroke there by Weisdorf.
Yeah, that's the second time you see
Shortstop number 1.
Zeb's punched that ball to right. He did it the last time with Tyler in motion, and
Big up Artiega, who has a couple runs batted in, but he was thrown out. Actually, he was called out because he didn't tag at first base, and now we're going to have a conference on the mound as the pen is up and throwing for Humber. Stoddard has pitched well.
he settled them down certainly from that first inning, and
we're
it's
going to
going
make
to make
another
a change.
pitching change. So a new pitcher will come in. He allowed the 1 run, but he is responsible for the 2 runners on board. I think number 13 is coming out. I think it's 13.
Well, we have a break in the action. We also have the
So
ball.
Stephen Huff is in.
Well, there's no more guessing here. Denny Burney's going right to his ace, Stephen Huff.
So Huff will come in and pitch for Humber with runners at first and second and nobody away here in the 4th inning.
I was going to mention that this weekend also features our the other ball in our sports delivery at the OCAA. The women's softball fastball championships are being held in Etobicoke, and this morning the Mohawk Mountaineers and the St. Clair Saints are playing for the bronze medal, and then the winner of that will go on to play the Durham Lords for the gold medal. In a similar position, Durham will have to be beaten twice because they're undefeated so far going into the women's fastball today. So we wish those teams luck, and again a brilliant weekend for baseball and softball in the province of Ontario to settle the championships.
Well, if I've got this right, Laurie, the last 4 seasons, St. Clair has won gold all 4 times. Am I correct in saying that?
That's absolutely correct. Yep, the 4 times.
Fanshawe twice, now back-to-back years. He's been the silver and the bronze has been Humber. These are the 3 teams still remaining in this tournament.
And again, as we talked about, Dom and I talked yesterday during the telecast, the sort of anomaly or paradox was that when we held the national championships last year, Fanshawe ended up qualifying and becoming the national championship, and St. Clair was knocked out in the national championship, even though they were the OCAA champions. So
Funny
again,
how things turn.
yeah, and again, here's the Falcons. You know, they had lost a tough game to St. Clair yesterday, and they had a tying run on third, and they bounced back and defeated Durham. They get to today, and they've proven they can be resilient. So we'll see if they can play the position of front runner, because they've got off to a great start in this game.
Well, Carlos Artiega will step up with runners at first and second in a double. Well, basically it wouldn't count it as a hit wheel. I think they said he was called out at first base for not touching the bag, but it was a well-placed hit.
No, he's solid hit, and you can see the left fielder showing a little more respect and moving back a bit in left field.
So first and second with nobody away, and the first pitch showed bunt. It's 0-1 the count to Artiega.
Yeah, the outfielder's showing a lot of respect out there. They're pretty deep, right around the outfield.
And the pitch, curveball, inside 1-1. 1-1 the count to Artiega.
Mentioned Stephen Huff is the ace of the Humber staff. 4-1 record, a brilliant 1.80 ERA.
Curveball in for a strike. 1-2 the count on Artiega.
And he pounds the strike zone. There's no No hiding. He's going to come right at you, but he does have a variety of pitches, change-up as well as that curveball he just threw in.
And the pitch hit the third. The second for one, back to first. What are they calling here?
Well,
out at second.
they were appealing that the runner actually extended his leg. In the baseball rule now you can't. You have to go right at the bag, and it looked like he maybe had gone out with his leg in getting to the base.
Coach will have a manager having a word with the umpire at second base, looking for an explanation. Let's look at this on the replay.
You might ask.
We're not going to get it.
Yeah, that's okay. You might ask for some help on this because from his angle he couldn't see the right field outside part of the base, and if the runner actually extended his body or his legs to make contact. So you see how the
he went rolling into the bag more than anything.
He went outside the base, and there's a good chance they would call that runner out on that play because, again, under the old rule you could do that, but under the new rule you're supposed to go straight to the base and not extend yourself to come into contact with it.
Maybe you can ask the boys in the truck if they could cue that one up again, and let's take another look if we can. First blush, let's take a look at this here. Here's the throw to second.
So you can see as he goes out extends his leg outside the bag to impact the throw.
There's where the discussion is, and that's where the second.
And it wouldn't surprise me if somebody had a good look and could add credence
Keep in
to the
mind
fact.
they do not have the benefit of replay.
No. I be honest, in the interpretation of the rule, I think they could call this runner out by virtue of the fact that slide definitely was extended beyond and purposely made to try and impact the throw and the fielder. And again, that'd be a big blow to first and second, nobody out.
Look at this again. Here's the throw to second.
So again, under the new rules in baseball, you're supposed to go straight to the base, but you can see it's pretty it's pretty close. You could argue that he
almost went rolling into second base.
He still was, the majority of his body was really in contact with the base, so he was really right where it's a gray area. And if you want the fact, they're going to call him out.
Well, they're going to make the call on the out at first base then. That's basically a runner interference. Would that be what it would be called?
That's correct, yes.
So it's basically a double play.
So Coach Harvey wants to get why the change of heart as far as the call being made and where they chose to make the angle from. Again, we had the benefit of the replay. None of them do, but it's certainly... But again, that's really damaging to...
Runner is at third, but now there is two out here in the fourth, and conversations are ongoing. The manager talking to the umpires on this one.
So again, that's a big break for the. I kind of think if he just would have gone in, I don't think they would have got the runner out at first. But now, first and second, nobody out. Now you're looking at third base and two outs. So it's really taken the wind out of the Fanshawe rally, especially with the heart of their order up.
Personally, I thought the slide was fine, but that's me. Because I thought it was close enough that it could go either way. I thought he went rolling into the base, but I can see some concern there, but at the same time, on first blush, and again, we're going to get another look at it. Let's look at it one more time. I think he's going to the bag. Let's see.
So he's on a straight line to the base right there. You can see.
I don't have a problem with that myself.
Under the new rule,
Again, that's a fourth look.
under the new rule, as the interpretation I've seen it applied, is he was supposed to go more directly to the base, and the fact that he had the opportunity was going straight to the base, but then I was sort of threw his legs out to that right field side of the bag,
almost one of those bang
impact.
bang things sometimes. And
Catcher number 15.
I don't think it was a terrible call, unfortunately, for the Falcons that they applied the rule, because I do think he sort of extended himself to impact the play. So, but here we are after much discussion. We're back to
2 outs, runner on third, and that brings up Ringier, who was 0 for 1 on the morning. It's almost afternoon, anyways.
yeah, that didn't help the time of play.
No. Here's the pitch. Swung on, hit the third. He bobbles it. Does he have time? Here's the throw, and he gets him. Good recovery, barely. And that's the end of the top of the 4th inning. Fanshawe didn't get any runs.
It was a great job as you see in the replay. Keegan Murphy didn't give up on the play, kept the ball in front of him, and came up and set himself. Didn't hurry it, set himself nice. Makes a nice strong
Good
throw.
strong throw, good stretch. And
Yep, Max Ellison.
we're
did
going to the
nice
bottom
stretch.
of the 4th, and then we'll be back right after this.
Did you know that the most severe injuries in our region are motor vehicle crashes? 65% of road fatalities last year were directly the result of distracted driving. 90% of injuries arriving in our emergency rooms are preventable. Our message to you this summer is, put down the phone. Just drive. Let's work together to keep our trauma stretchers empty.
The job market has changed, and I have to adapt. I'm not just getting theory, I'm getting skills. A degree isn't necessarily a pathway to their career. Being industry ready is. I choose to take control of my future, and my path is St. Clair College. I choose to be here.
We are back at Lacoste Park. Bill Kelso along with Laurie Cahill. 1-0 the count on the first batter, Andropoulos, here in the bottom half of the 4th inning. Fanshawe with a 3-run lead. Bill's are the pitcher for Fanshawe. That's fair ball. That could be extra bases, and he will go to second base. No, he won't. Made the turn.
Good decision. Good decision.
He would have been safe, quite frankly.
Yeah, but leadoff batter, he didn't want to run him out of an inning.
Base hit
when
and
he
a
had
strong hit, though, by Andropoulos, Laurie.
Yep. Yep.
He made the turn but didn't keep on going.
Center fielder number 27.
Bring up Liam Sullivan with a runner at first base and nobody away here in the bottom of 4.
Again, he's turned over the line to the top of the order, and the player of the year, Liam Sutherland.
Who's 0 for 1 officially. A strikeout and a sacrifice, and he tries to lay it down. Does the catcher make the play? No. That's a break for Sutherland. So 1 strike is the count on Sutherland.
Great try by the catcher.
1-1 the count. Runner at first, bottom of 4, and Humber trails by 3. Here's the pitch. Hits right to the pitcher. Throw to second. Oh, wait a minute. That was what have we got here? They're going to call them both out. He was really taken out at second base. So that's a lot more definitive.
That one, it's interesting. I don't agree with that one on first blush. I'll see it in the replay, but
I think that's more definitive than the first one. Here we go. Look in the replay. There's the bunt.
But what a great,
Let's see what happens
What a
here.
great field and throw by Cale Bilger. And you see, See, the runner went straight into the base on that one. That one's harder to defend for me because he has every right to go into the base and slide in, and he didn't go through the base to make contact. The fielder was in front of the bag, so I'm afraid don't agree with that one.
That one's fouled back by Keegan Murphy.
And again, that's a huge play because
absolutely.
Takes the steam out of the Hawk rally in the 4th inning. And
talk about histrionics in this one. Boy, oh boy, this one has been a drama show since the beginning.
Well, there's certainly been a number of controversial plays you don't see all the time.
Line shot. It's going to be a base hit to left field. A single for Murphy. He's 1 for 3 now in the morning. We'll bring up the catcher, Justin Mara. Runner at first.
Catcher number 25, Justin Mara.
Boy, that was
Good solid hit. We saw that on the replay by Murphy. So 1 runner on, 2 away. 6-3 is our score.
But going back to that eventual double play that the Falcons turned just to play before.
In the dirt, there goes the runner. Throw to second, he is going to be safe. Where's the ball? Underneath the runner? No.
I think so.
He was hatching it there.
The ultimate hidden ball trick. But on that double play, you can't say enough about Kel Bilger. He fielded the ball, knew exactly what he wanted, set himself, and turned and made a perfect strike to
That's a great
second
toss.
on to get that play started. So most players would have just automatically defaulted to first, but he knew exactly what he wanted to do and made it and executed it to perfection.
Mara is 1 for 1 with a walk. Here's the 1-0. Curve ball, swing and a miss. Catcher, but the ball's in front of him, not behind him.
Hayden Regnier doing a nice job back there, keeping the ball in front of him. And he's got a lot of work to send in between that little
He's been scrambling and rambling.
little
That's for
pop-up
sure.
he almost tried to snag there. Yeah, he's getting down and dirty here, which is not a surprise. Everybody's laying out for this.
Uni will need to be washed.
Yeah, that's for sure. That's for sure.
Here is the 1-1. Outside, 2-1. 2-1 the count. On Mara with DeBenning on deck. 2 away here in the Humber 4th. Here's the pitch. Just outside, 3-1.
I could see Cale being careful here with Justin and not wanting to, with a runner in scoring position. He's going to have a right-hand batter come up next, and usually that's a bit of an advantage, so might sooner face Dennis than Justin.
3-1 is up high, and he walked him.
Yeah.
So, Mara gets a walk. He'll bring up DeBenning, who is 1 for 1 officially. He's also walked here this morning.
Number 19, Dennis DeBenning.
So first and second with 2 away here in the 4th.
So it was a
Humber
good
trying to put more runs on the board.
good job by Cale, sort of pitching around him, so to speak. But now the tying runs come to the plate. You never know.
First pitch to DeBenning. Swung on and belted to right field. That's going to be extra bases. That's going to score at least 1, maybe 2. Runner will hold at third, and it's now 6-4 and a double for DeBenning. Good slice on that one.
Well, that was a good, not only a good at bat and a solid hit, and it had a lot on it. Yeah, Dennis likes to get his arms extended, and he's hit a couple already out to right field in his tournament. So now the Hawks are, after a little bit of a setback there with that double play call, now they've got some 2-out magic going here. They've got the tying run and scoring position.
Andrew Thompson, who had a 2 RBI single the last time, up 1 for 2 here this morning. And he has runners at second and third with 2 away. Curveball is up high at 1-0. 6-4 is our score as Humber has added a run here in the 4th. The 1-0 pitch in for a strike, 1-1. 1-1 to count to Thompson with Costa on deck if Thompson should get on and do something. Humber now trails by 2. At one point they were trailing by 6. Here's the 1-1. Swing and a miss. 1-2. 1-2 the count on Thompson.
That's a huge batter.
Bilger, who struck out his first 2 batters the last inning. Like to get one here, that's for sure. Here's the 1-2 on the way, and he gets him. Strike 3, swing and a miss. That's the end of the 4th, but Humber gets a run on a couple hits, and the score at the end of 4, it's 6-4 in favor of Fanshawe. We'll be back right after this commercial break.
Did you know that the most severe injuries in our region are motor vehicle crashes? 65% of road fatalities last year were directly the result of distracted driving. 90% of injuries arriving in our emergency rooms are preventable. Our message to you this summer is, put down the phone. Just drive. Let's work together to keep our trauma stretchers empty.
The job market has changed, and I have to adapt. I'm not just getting theory, I'm getting skills. A degree isn't necessarily a pathway to their career. Being industry ready is. I choose to take control of my future, and my path is St. Clair College. I choose to be here.
It's new, it's fresh, it's innovative, it's WeTV, Windsor Essex Television, and you can watch it anywhere. www.we-tv.ca is the place to be. If it's sports, entertainment, or community events, WeTV has what you're looking for. The people, places, and faces of our community are front and center on WeTV. Check out www.we-tv.ca for what's being webcast live. WeTV, we got you covered.
We're back here at Lacrosse Park in Tecumseh, Ontario. Bill Kelsey along with Rory Cahill, and the score is 6-4 as we get set to start the top half of the 5th inning. We're past the midway portion of this game, and it's been a long game. And Noonan, the batter, Jeremy Noonan, who is 2 for 2 in the morning, will lead off for Fanshawe. He's had a big day so far.
Well,
He'll face Stephen Huff, the big right-hander. First pitch to Noonan. In for a strike, gets 0-1.
again, Stephen's the ace of the Humber staff, so it'd be important for Jeremy to
Swing and a miss.
try and get
0-2.
the team started here, because they're coming into the bottom of the Falcons order. That doesn't mean that they are not good batters or good players. It just means that with a power pitcher and a good pitcher like Stephen, he's got a chance to get the Hawks right back into the dugout.
Here's the 0-2 to Noonan in the dirt. 1-2 to Jeremy Noonan with Alex Mahar on deck, and then Brian Haynes here for Fanshawe in the 5th. Huff sets and deals. Fouled off by Noonan. Count remains 1-2.
That was a good spoil.
Fanshawe looking to add some insurance runs. They haven't scored since the 2nd inning. Swing and a miss. Catcher drops the ball out at first. However, so a strikeout. Noonan one away here in the top of the 5th. They'll bring up Alex Mahar, who has walked and sacrificed in his 2 times up at bat, so he has not had an official time for that.
Number 8, Alex Mahar.
Boy,
They hit the third
job
with a
by
play,
Keegan.
and a recovery, a good one too, by the third baseman, Murphy.
They call it the hot corner, and Murphy's
was a
done
hot one.
Good job. He ended the inning with a really nice play of keeping that ball in
Mahar
front
out
of
on
him.
the ground out. There's a look at the replay.
First baseman number
Good
10,
recovery.
Brian Haynes.
So first baseman Brian Hames is up 0 for 1 officially. He was also safe on a fielder's choice his first time up. 2 away here in the 5th. And the pitch. Blasted foul down the left side. 0-1 to Hames. Ferris Adamu is on deck.
He got around on that Huff fastball pretty good there, so that was a really good pitch and a good call by Justin Mara there when the batter gets in front of a fastball like that, change the speed on him.
0-2 just fouled off. Actually, should Hames get on deck is Dessa. Zach Dessa is on deck. He'll pinch it for Adamu. Should Mahar get on base. So the count is 0-2 on Hames.
Well, as we've seen so far, this is a pretty efficient inning for Stephen Huff.
Here's the 0-2. Curveball, it's swung on, popped up. Catcher will have a play and he makes it. And that is the end of the top of the 5th inning. No runs, no hits, and no errors, and the scores may go to the bottom of the 5th. Fanshawe up 6-4. We'll be back with more.
Did you know that the most severe injuries in our region are motor vehicle crashes? 65% of road fatalities last year were directly the result of distracted driving. 90% of injuries arriving in our emergency rooms are preventable. Our message to you this summer is, put down the phone. Just drive. Let's work together to keep our trauma stretchers empty.
Well, we are back here at the ballpark at the Costs in Decosia, Ontario. Also along with Lori King.
Now playing right field, number 19, Zach Dessa.
So Zach Dessa goes to right field in replace of Obama, or Adamu, I should say. So he's the new right fielder, Zach Dessa. We get set to start the bottom of the 5th inning. Batters will be Costa, Olafson, and Ogasawara.
Ogasawara.
Yes, thank you, Ogasawara. Lori, our interpretation guide, thank you. Costa is 1 for 1 officially, a single and a sacrifice. Fouled that one back, it's 0-1. 0-1 to Costa. Builds around the mound. Fastball is low. It's 1-1. 1-1.
Brandon's had really good at bats his first 2. He had a solid single in his first at time and hit a pretty long fly ball out to center field in his second attempt.
Here's the 1-1. Right hard to the shortstop. Does he get it back? No, he doesn't. He throws it wildly, but the runner will not advance. E6. So Arteaga makes the error, bobbled it, and then threw wildly, but the runner didn't advance.
First baseman number 30, Max Ellefson.
So Max Ellefson will step up, the left-handed batter. 0 for 2. Has struck out also He was safe on a fielder's choice, but he's 0 for 2 on the morning.
Just taking a long look at the third base coach here, so it wouldn't surprise me they play a little small ball here. They've got 3 more at bats, and they can.
He's swinging away, and he fouls it off. Olafson, the first baseman.
So much for that theory. But again,
0-1 the count to Olafson.
but again, the Hawks have shown they're not afraid to put the runner in motion.
And the pitch swung on. It's to the second baseman. Throw to short for 1. He'll get the lead runner. So 1 out.
That was a really nice play at second base by Zev Weisdorf. Watch this as he's going away from the bag at second and turns and makes a perfect throw to Carlos at short.
Good play.
Shortstop number 3, Masaru Ogasawara.
So Ogasawara is the batter. He's the shortstop. He's 0 for 1 today. Struck out his last time up. And the pitch is in for a strike. 0-1 the count. On first base, Olafson, 1 away here in the 5th. And the pitch hops it up on a bunt attempt, high into the screen. On the right side, it's fouled. 0-2 count. Andropoulos on deck for Humber.
Interesting strategy with 1 out, looking to sacrifice maybe. I didn't look like he was bunting for a hit.
And the pitch again, it's sliced foul. Keep your head up on the right side.
Almost took out half our concession stand over there with our
You sliced that one.
St. Clair gear.
0-2 is the count. And the 0-2, and it's fouled off again down the right side.
That's 2 in a row. Ogasawara is just spoiling, trying to stay in the bat.
Let's just say he doesn't strike me as a pull hitter.
That's a good observation, I think, especially with 2 strikes.
No. The 0-2 got him. Called third strike. It's the second time in a row he has struck out. And he'll bring up Andropoulos. He's 1 for 1 this morning with a single.
Second baseman number 2, Steven Andropoulos.
So Andropoulos will step up with 2 out here in the bottom of the 5th. Runner at first. Curveball is low, 1-0. Got a little more windy here at the ballpark, at least in our broadcast location.
Yeah, no, it's pretty consistent out towards left center.
It's a pop-up. Third baseman is calling for it. And he's going to make the play rather easily. Andropoulos pops up to third, and they score at the end of 5. Fanshawe leads at 6-4. We're going to the 6th. We'll be coming right back right after these commercials.
The job market has changed, and I have to adapt. I'm not just getting theory, I'm getting skills. A degree isn't necessarily a pathway to their career. Being industry ready is. I choose to take control of my future, and my path is St. Clair College. I choose to be here.
It's new, it's fresh, it's innovative, it's WeTV, Windsor Essex Television, and you can watch it anywhere. www.we-tv.ca is the place to be. If it's sports, entertainment, or community events, WeTV has what you're looking for. The people, places, and faces of our community are front and center on WeTV. Check out www.we-tv.ca for what's being webcast live. WeTV, we got you covered.
I learn by doing. I learn by reacting to a situation. St. Clair puts me directly into my industry. I'm dealing with real patients, real life situations. It's not just theory, it's not book work anymore. I choose to take control of my future, and my path is St. Clair College. I choose to be here.
We are back at Lacoste Park. Bill Kelso, along with Laurie Cahill, here on WeTV with the OCAA championships. Next, the winner of this game, the team goes to the finals against St. Clair Saints. And the first pitch to Odessa, rather I should say Dessa, Zach Dessa, who replaced Adamu in right field, is the first time at the plate, and it's now a 2-strike count against him from the offerings of pitcher Stephen Huff, who has been pretty efficient since he's come in. Hasn't given up a run. Pitch is low, 1-2. 1-2 the count on Dessa. Then it'll come back to the top of the order. Robertson and Wood batting here for Fanshawe here in the top half of the 6th inning. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Fastball again is low.
Just
2-2.
Just overthrew that one a bit.
2-2 on Dessa. Swung on, hit to first. Gonna flip it to the pitcher, and he does make the play. It's 1-3 on a solid effort there by the first baseman.
That was a nice play by Max Ellefson over there at first. Max
Number 11, Brendan Robertson.
Max went out of his way to make sure he stayed with the ball and went down. And of course, Stephen was over there fielding as he did from his pitcher spot and getting in a good spot to get the throw.
We'll bring up the left fielder, Brendan Robertson. Ground ball. That's going to be a base hit. So a single for Robertson, a runner on first. They'll bring up Tyler Wood. Wood is 1 for 3 officially. He's been safe on base. There's a real 3 errors. So Wood will step up with Weisdorf on deck. And we're getting into the heart of the Fanshawe batting order.
Yep. This 6th inning is going to be pivotal. Humber's got the top of the order coming up in the bottom, so this could maybe even decide the game.
Slap foul there by Wood. One away here in the 6th.
Again, Tyler Woods put the Falcons in motion every inning so far, where they've had an opportunity to score.
And the pitch hit to the shortstop. Throw to second for 1. He gets him back to first. It's not in time. So out on the fielder's choice on the attempted double play. So Wood's going to be at first base, 2 away, and they'll bring up Weisdorf, who was 2 for 2 in the morning with 2 singles. His last 2 times up.
Second baseman number 3, Zach Weisdorf.
Excellent play out there at shortstop. He threw off his back foot and still made a good throw.
So the second baseman, Weisdorf, will step up with a runner at first and 2 away. And the pitch, chopper hit towards third, fielded cleanly, long throw to first, and he gets him. And that's the end of the top half of the 6th inning. No runs and a hit. And the score as we go to the bottom of the 6th, it's 6-4 in favor of the Fanshawe Falcons.
You could see that's another, again, excellent defensive play by Keegan Murphy down there at third. He got himself set, made a strong throw over. It's a little daunting when you're on the infield there because the wind today is blowing straight in their face, so there's a bit of a tendency to want to give it a little bit more of a throw or put a little more elevation to it to think you need to because of the wind.
WeTV, we have what this segment is called the Question of the Week with Brittany. And there's a new question every week, every Monday, so tune in to WeTV and you'll see what the question of the week is. New pitcher on the mound for Fanshawe, number 66, Noah Smith.
Somebody told me the question of the week's going to be what you and Dom are wearing on Halloween, Bill.
That'd be a nasty visual. I'm going, I think I'll go as an ogre.
Okay. Well, yeah, you could go as Mel Allen.
I could go as an Elvis impressionist.
Oh, is that? Okay, well. But it's that time of the year to start thinking about it.
I think so.
Festive season.
Number 66.
We're going to come to the bottom of the 6th inning.
So we've got a new pitcher out there for the Falcons, Noah Smith.
Sutherland, Murphy, and Mara will be the first three batters for Humber here in the sixth inning.
Off the bottom of the sixth for the Humber Hawks.
Sutherland is 0 for
Center
3.
fielder number 27, Liam Sutherland.
Well, Cale Bilger did a really nice job of shutting the Hawks down for the most part, and this is a real pivotal part of the order for the Hawks.
Strike one count to Sutherland. Here's the 0-1 pitch, swung on, hit safely down the line to right field. They said he's not going to go anywhere else. Right put in there by Dessa. So a base hit for Sutherland is first one hit safely today.
Keegan Murphy.
We'll bring up Keegan Murphy. Noah Smith is the Falcons pitcher. So runner aboard with nobody away here in the sixth inning. 2 runs down at Humber. And the pitch in tight, 1-0. 1-0 the count on Murphy with Mara on deck. Here's the 1-0 delivery. Swung on, hit past the shortstop, base hit. And Humber has a bit of a rally going. The first 2 runners are aboard. The second consecutive single delivered by Murphy. It's now first and second. Nobody out for the the catcher, Justin Mara. And we're going to have a conference out the mound. Nobody in the pen, though, Roy.
No. Yeah, there's a definite change with from Noah's velocity than what we were seeing with Cale, who just left the game.
Here in terms of this inning for Humber.
Yeah,
maybe it's just me, but I'm sensing a turnaround here.
Well, it's the problem is it looks like Noah features more of a pitching style with movement more than velocity on his ball. But I know the 2 hitters that have got one, Liam made a pretty good swing on the ball. It was up and in on him, but on that one, the ball was just up in the strike zone. So he's going to have to get the ball down with that kind of change in velocity, I'll call it, and get some movement on his pitches.
And then Benning was dangerous. Benning was 2 for 2. Barr is 1 for 1. And Thompson also has a hit, so they're right in the meat of the lineup here.
Well, every time Mars got a chance to hit, he's walked twice, but he scorched the ball, scorches it when he hits it. So hopefully Noah can adjust.
First pitch to Mara. Curveball is low. It's 1-0.
That was a better idea. Looking at the ball down. Yeah.
Bottom of the 6th inning. And Humber is threatening to get right back into this one. Mara with a nice season, too, at .320. He's dangerous. Real good slugging percentage, too. Here's the pitch. In for a strike. It's 1-1. 1-1 to Mara. The lead runner is Sutherland. Murphy at first. And the 1-1 pitch. Strike 2 outside corner. So 2-2 to Mara. I should say 1-2.
That really sets up some options for Noah here.
1-2 to Mara.
If he, I guess if you're rooting for Fanshawe,
Important at bat.
I'd like to see him stay outside where he got that
Both
call.
teams here. Here's the pitch. Swung on and belted down the right field side. Fair ball up against the fence. At least one runner will score. Will the second one come in? Yes, he will. Here's the throw. The plate inning is out. One run does score at 6-5. Going to second on the play is Mara. So he drives in a run, but out at home. Good sequence, but nevertheless it's 6-5.
You know, Bill, all weekend I've had a chance to watch the execution from the team as you see the ball go down the right field line and Dessa chases it down. He makes a perfect throw to the relay man, Weisdorf, and then Weisdorf turns and just automatically throws it toward the direction of the plate, and it's not even close. It was that far in advance. And all weekend, all the teams that have been in this championship, the number of plays that have been at the plate, the execution and throws from the outfield have been like spot on almost every single time. And what a credit to the coaching staff in teaching the technique and make sure they hit that cutoff and get it to the proper person in the right position to make the throw.
Dennis DeBenning, who was 2 for 2 here this morning. Very dangerous hitter with a runner at second. One away. That's in for a strike. 0-1 to DeBenning. Very dangerous hitter.
Well, I would say that
Humber trails by a run.
I would say Dennis likes to get his arms out, and that first pitch from Noel was in on his hands a bit, and I think he might be wise to keep it in there.
Here's the 0-1. And it's hit in the gap. That is going to drive in the run. We are tied here, folks, on a solid base hit by DeBenning. It is now 6-6 here in the bottom of 6. One away, runner at first, and this game is tied.
Yep.
Didn't we say we had a feeling?
Yeah, well, you know, it's they got so much offensive potential, Humber. You know, it's just a matter of time before they broke out. And they're not. The Fanshawe's not giving them anything. They're putting the bat on the ball and earning everything they get.
They have hit the ball hard the last 4 at-bats.
Yes, they have.
And Andrew Thompson, who was 1 for 3, steps up with a runner at first base and 1 away. Costa is on deck. Still nobody in the pen. So Fanshawe is going to go with Smith.
Well, I see Brian Harvey's over there looking at his lineup card. He's looking to maybe make some type of adjustment. I'm not sure what, but this is a pivotal time of the game, obviously, with Humber really in still business here with nobody out, or 1 out, sorry, and
Yeah, 1 away, runner on first. Get set to get back to the action.
like I said, that last ball was up. He needs to get it down a bit.
First pitch to Thompson is fouled back. Got a good rip. 0-1 to Thompson. There's a look at the pen now for Fanshawe. They're up and pitching and throwing. They got to get ready in a hurry. Go back to first. 1 out. 6-6 is our score. We're in the bottom of 6. And Humber has come back from a 6-run deficit to tie this ball game. And they're right in the thick of things here with the final, with the winning team here going on to the finals later on today.
Well, again, part of the might be part of the problem for Coach Harvey.
Here's the pitch to Thompson, swing and a miss, 0-2.
Change speeds nice. Was earlier the unfortunate ejection of Tyler Reimel, because again he's a pitcher for the team who has appeared in the championships, and that could maybe be affecting his options at this point if he needed to look to another arm to bring in to stem the tide here.
Here's the 0-2 pitch, up high, 1-2.
That was
1-2 to Thompson.
That was the hardest nose thrown so far.
Sometimes harder you throw the wilder you get.
Yeah, it was.
Speed's not his game.
No, that's a good point, Bill. I think that's.
Here's the 1-2. Fouls it back, hanging in. It's still 1-2. Excuse me. 1-2 the count on Thompson.
Of course, as a hitter now, if you don't feel you can get the fastball over, you can just sit and wait on the breaking pitch.
Runner at first, 1-2 the count. We are tied at 6, and here's the pitch. Got him. Big strikeout for Smith. On Thompson, 2 away here in the 6th, and it's going to bring up Brandon Costa. Costa's worked for 2 on the afternoon official. Another left-handed batter with Ellefson on deck. Runner at first, 2 out. 6-6 tie in the 6th inning. And the pitch, Outside 1-0. 1-0 the count on Costa. Just deliver, swing and a miss. It's 1-1.
Brandon again has had really good at bats. He's 2 for 3 today, but every time he's hit the ball hard. It's dangerous at bat.
A 1-1 pitch on the way, and Smith decides to reset. And the pitch, low and away, 2-1. 2-1 to Costa. He certainly takes his time.
I mean, psychologically, this is huge for Fanshawe because again, they went out there with a 2-run lead. If they happen to give this run up, then they come to their last bats.
Fouled away by Costa. 2-2 the count. 2 out. We are tied at 6. If you've just joined us. Two count. And the pitch. Hit softly to short. He's going to flip. No, he's going to throw to first, and he gets him. So Arteaga with a throw over to first base. The end of the inning. We are tied at 6 going to the 7th. We'll be back with more right after this.
Did you know that the most severe injuries in our region are motor vehicle crashes? 65% of road fatalities last year were directly the result of distracted driving. 90% of injuries arriving in our emergency rooms are preventable. Our message to you this summer is put down the phone. Just drive. Let's work together to keep our trauma stretchers empty.
The job market has changed, and I have to adapt. I'm not just getting theory, I'm getting skills. A degree isn't necessarily a pathway to their career. Being industry ready is. I choose to take control of my future, and my path is St. Clair College. I choose to be here.
We are back here at Lacoste Park to start the top half of the 7th inning. The shortstop Arteaga is the leadoff hitter for Fanshawe. 1-0 the count. So 1-0 the count on Arteaga. He'll be followed by Renier and then Noonan. Pitch. Outside corner catches it.
Well, if you're a Falcons fan, this is who you want at the plate to start, the OCAA batting champion.
Yep, 1-1 the count. Swing and a miss. It's 1-2 now. Huff has pitched well. Fanshawe has not had a run since the 2nd inning. We were up 6-0. It's now 6-6. Fastball is pounded foul. It's still 1-2. Arteaga, Renier, and Noonan. Here's the 1-2. Curveball, he almost went for it. It's 2-2. 2-2 the count to Arteaga. And the pitch. Got him, swinging. Catcher dropped the ball, throws to first, and that's one out here in the top of the 7th. A big out, too, to bring up Renier. Hayden Renier and then Noonan. Here in the top of the 7th inning. Could be the final inning, but we'll see. That's to be determined.
For our viewers, we haven't had to apply that yet, but in the OCAA and international, they apply the international rule for tie breaking after 7 innings.
Ball is hit into center field. 2 up and 2 down, as making the play was Sutherland. Carry on.
The international rule that's applied after 7 innings to break ties, or to sort of shorten that, the extra inning process, is each team starts the inning offensively with a runner on first and a runner on second and 1 out.
I didn't know that.
So that's how after 7 innings, if we're still tied, that's how
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's been in place for quite a while.
Really?
Yeah.
Where have I been?
Well, maybe not watching the OCAA.
That's a good point. Wow, interesting.
You can see the change in this game since Stephen Huff has gone on.
Sounds like he's right down, hasn't he?
He's very efficient. He's always around the plate for the most part, and he's got three good pitches he can use.
That was top foul. 0-2 the count on Noonan, who was actually 2 for 3 on the day. He's had a nice day.
But again, we look at the way this game's unfolded, not to get too far ahead of ourselves, but for either one of these teams, they've had to expend quite a bit of their pitching staff, and in potential, they still have 2 more games to try and
I know
get
exactly
through.
what you're saying, and I'm sure they are keenly aware of what certainly has been developing as an ongoing story. Here's the 0-2. Did he get him? No, he did not. It's 1-2. 1-2 the count on Noonan. And the pitch. Inside, 2-2. 2-2 to Noonan with 2 out. Top of the 7th. The 2-2 was swung on and hit into the shortstop. It's the pop-up. It's the end of the top of the 7th inning. No runs and no hits and no errors. We come to the bottom of 7, and it's 6-6, and this will make for a very interesting 7th inning, Laurie Cahill.
Yeah, it certainly is. Looks like,
Speaking of that, Laurie, for this for coming up at 1 o'clock or so, in the gold medal game.
yeah,
The St. Clair Saints are awaiting the winner of this one. Will it be Fanshawe or will it be Humber?
well, I would say
We will know certainly in a very short while.
1 or so. It'll probably be a little later than 1, but the Hawks bring Ellefson, Ogasawara, and Andropoulos to the plate, and we'll see if Noah Smith can get the Falcons through this inning, and he'd be wise to try and work on his first 3 hitters because he doesn't want to be at the top of the order in any time of this inning.
The way this game has been going on, it's been a long game. More than likely, the start time of the next game will be just past 1 o'clock. So we're going to go past the 1 o'clock hour for the second game. But we're going to get this one in here to see who's going to go to the finals. We're tied at 6, going to the bottom of the 7th inning, and the scheduled hitters will be Ellefson,
Ogasawara, and
Andropoulos.
Andropoulos. Looks like we might have a pinch hitter coming up, Bill. For the Hawks, I see in the on-deck circle number 12, Kenneth Honfield. Looks like he might be batting for Ellefson. But again, the Hawks are pulling out all the stops. I know there's a lot of things to consider moving forward, but you got to win this game to be in that position, and one thing at a time. So they're going to use all the, as I said before, the clubs in their bag to get this done.
Kenneth Honfield will be the batter. Kenneth Honfeld.
Moving off the bottom of the 7th to the Humber Hawks, and batting for Ellefson, number 12, Ken Honfeld.
Pitch is outside, 1-0. Pitch is up high, 2-0. 2-0 the count on Honfeld. 3-0. So the count's worked to 3-0 on Honfeld. Here's a 3-0 pitch. Strike one.
Good job.
3-1.
Deliberate pitch. I wouldn't be surprised to see him take again.
3-1 in the count. Smith sets and deals. Swing and a miss. It's 3-2. 3-2 to Honfeld. And the payoff pitch. Swung on and hit into left field. Backing up. And he'll make the play. The left fielder, Robertson, made the play on Honfeld, and that will bring up the shortstop.
Shortstop number 3, Masaru Ogasawara.
So Ogasawara is the batter. He struck out twice, 0 for 2 officially. Pitches outside, 1-0.
Robertson made that fly ball look kind of easy, and he tracked it really well, but the wind's blowing so strong, that's hard to judge when you're out there.
And the pitch up high, 2-0. 2-0 the count. And the 2-0 pitch. And for a strike, 2-1. 2-1. Smith delivers inside, 3-1.
Good pitch. See Zach Weisdorf at seconds pulled right over. Ogasawara's been swinging late on most of those pitches, so.
Here's the 3-1, and he walked him. Ogasawara is on base with a walk, and he'll bring up Andropoulos. Runner at first,
That is
one
number
away.
2, Steven Andropoulos.
Steffen's
Runner
one.
at first has good speed.
Steffen's 1 for 2 on the day.
It's called. Have a bit of conference on the mound. There's nobody warming up in the Fanshawe pen.
I think this is good on Coach Harvey. He just wants to make sure where everybody's going to. He's going to take the ball.
Oh, really? There is a pitching change. Okay. We have a pitching change.
There's a
Yeah, he came right from the dugout. Nobody was in the pen.
there's a full huddle out on the pitching mound, so we're not sure who's going to be throwing in a minute. We'll wait for the public address announcement, but I think he,
Number 10. No? Is it Haynes?
it looks like I thought it looked like a left-hander, and it might be because he wants to have a little bit of better control on that runner at first base. And
It is a lefty.
yeah.
So the lefty coming in. With Fanshawe here in the top half, or the bottom half of the 7th inning.
So Brian Heems is coming in to pitch from first base, it looks like.
It is the first baseman, isn't it? Number 10.
Yeah.
Trying to see what his
Yeah,
number
yeah, it is.
It is Haynes.
Brian Heems, yes, coming in.
So Haynes is coming in to pitch. First baseman.
And again, using baseball strategy, this is really a good move because of two reasons. Number one, you have a better look at the runner at first, and also the left-handed batter coming to the plate, Andropoulos. So it turns the favor a little bit if Ames can be effective in Falcons' favor with this, in principle, the matchup. I'd like to give a thank you, as always, to our title sponsor, Bel Air Direct. Bel Air Direct supports all of our OCAA championships and has done so for quite a number of years, and been a solid partner for the OCAA and presenting a great championship to our students. So we thank them again.
Against
Number 10, Brian Haynes.
Brian Hames, who was playing first base.
Now playing first base, number 24, Kevin Bowden.
So Kevin Bowden is going to play first base. Hames will pitch lefty against the lefty. That's in for a strike. 0-1. 0-1 count to Andropoulos. Runner at first with one away. Pitch is wild. Runner will go to second. That could be huge.
Yes.
Wild pitch, runner on second with a 1-1 count to Andropoulos.
Interestingly enough,
1-1 the count. Here's the pitch. Up high, 2-1. 2-1 to count Andropoulos. Runner on second, one away. Humber threatening to score here to win this one. And 2-1. Slow roller to second. Bobbled by the second baseman. Runner safe at first, Andropoulos. So the second baseman, Weisdorf, bobbled it. It's now first and third with 2 out. And it'll come up, I should say 1 out, sorry, and I'll bring up Sutherland.
that would have been a tough chance.
Most dangerous, one of the most dangerous hitters in the league.
That would have been a tough play for Zach, even if he fielded it cleanly. Because there were,
Sullivan with runners at first and third and 1 away. You wouldn't put him on, would you?
well,
do you think?
the danger here is that Sutherland has already shown that he can handle the bat, and they might try to
But
squeeze
Murphy
the
can
run.
hit too, because Murphy's hit safely in his last 2 appearances, like choose your poison.
Well, they might try and squeeze the run in, though. I mean, there's only 1 out, and certainly.
What would you do if you're Fanshawe, though? Do you walk him or not?
Well, no, I don't think I'd walk him to get to Murphy, because Murphy's probably, in my opinion, the best hitter I've seen at the championships this weekend. So
And he's 2 for 4.
so I would. But as you can see, they brought the infield in, so
Sullivan is 1 for 4.
we'll keep an eye.
First and third, 1 away.
We'll keep an eye on the runner at first, because again, that could change the whole scenario here pretty quickly. I don't know that Fanshawe would take a chance throwing down with a winning run on
The
third.
pitch up high, 1-0. 1-0 the count.
And again, from the Hawks' standpoint, you don't want to run yourself out of an inning, but lots of options here, lots of.
Oh yeah, there's a multitude of options here.
But most of them are in Humber's favor.
It just fouled off back off the screen. The backstop, it's 1-1 the count. On Sutherland with Keegan Murphy on deck, 1 away, first and third.
Liam's stroked the ball to right field in his last attempt and might just try to go the other way.
And the pitch,
There it is.
base hit ball game. And the game is over. And 7-6 will be our final score as a single up by Sullivan. They win it 7-6, our final score. And a rather jubilant bunch of Humber baseball players. NHL loses it 7-6. That's it, folks, for this one.
It's a heartbreaking way for the game to end for the Falcons, but give Humber full credit, down 6-0, and they battled and hung in there and finished the job. And
So Humber will advance to the finals against the St. Clair Saints. That's it from here, folks. We'll be back with more. Our championship game coming up. We'll stay tuned. Yes, exactly. Stay tuned for the gold medal game later on, coming up shortly.
so we're going
This is
to.
Bill Kelso for